28 AR-15, and I was like, I need that. I need that in my life, right? I need that gun in my life. I need that gun on this wall behind you guys, okay? Like, I need that. I need that action right now, yo. Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand, man. I need that gun. You know what I mean? So it'd be cool, you know, like I said, you know, $ Cannon Hotep on Cash App. Let's make that happen, guys. Let's make that happen. Let's make pistol caliber carbines great again, gosh dang it. But would we really say that the 5.7x28 is a pistol round? I mean, they got the FN 5.7, right? They got the FN 5.7 or the Ruger 5.7 or the Rock 5.7 from Palmetto State Armory. They got those. Those are pistols, right? Those are pistols. So I would kind of consider that a pistol caliber carbine, right? You know what I mean? So I need that on the back wall back here. I need that, yo. You know what I mean? Help a brother out. Help a brother out. Anyway, guys, we got a good show to get into today. We got to see, here we go. Rudy's not a taker, right? Rudy's not a taker right there. See, that's what I'm talking about. I appreciate you, Rudy. Rudy's not a taker. Rudy contributes to the channel, you know, and you can contribute too. You know, you can, you know, kick subscription, you know, something like that. Every little bit helps, you know. We like the kind that jingles, but we prefer the kind that folds. Oh man, anyway, let's get into it, guys. Let's get back into it. So check it, right? Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Oh no, that was the same one. Gosh dang it. Anyway, so check it, right? Where do we begin here? Where do we, you know what? Let's start here. I want to go down to the inauguration, guys. I want to go to the inauguration because I just know it's going to be a bunch of people down there reeing and losing their shit at the inauguration. I want to be down there for, you know, just to document. I want to go down there with my equipment, just document, maybe throw on a vest and a helmet just in case it get a little spicy. But I got such a bad feeling about Monday. There's some shit going to go down. You know what I mean? And then I heard a couple of things today that substantiates my claims, or substantiates my fears, I guess you would say, or my spidey sense. You know what I mean? So you got this guy, right? He accurately predicted down to what was going to happen with Donnie T's assassination attempt in Pennsylvania. Let me see if I can find it real quick. See if I can't find it real quick. Here we go. I think this is it. Right
New wave of patriotism.
So I want you to see this. Check this shit out, okay? Check this shit out.
Coming out, and that's whenever I saw Trump, and I saw a red wave coming out of Michigan, and then I saw Oklahoma, and there was embers of people, and they were all on they had torches all throughout Oklahoma, and they were raising up these torches that looked like fire, and they were bringing forth a new patriotism upon the nation. And it was coming, it was being birthed, and it just kept spreading like fire all throughout America, all throughout. And I saw Trump rising up, and then I saw an attempt on his life. This bullet flew by his ear, and it came so close to his head that it busted his eardrum. And I saw he fell to his knees during this time frame, and he started worshiping the Lord. He got radically born again during this time frame. I'm talking, people say he's saved now, but he becomes really on fire for Jesus, for what I saw coming. And then I saw people interceding when I saw him winning the presidency through great, the Lord showed me it would go clear into the summer. Great persecution would come on him through the judges and through the law and all these people trying to sue him and all this stuff. But there would be a stop to it, and things would start to break free come toward the fall. And then I saw him winning the election through the Patriots coming out and voting, and then there will be a great economy crash. I saw they had a great economy plan, a crash, worse than the Great Depression. And the Lord warned me about this. It would be a great dark time. But I saw paddles coming upon America's soil like a shocking of the soil. And I saw Donald Trump praying in the office of the Oval Office, and he was weeping before the Lord with his hands on his head like this, but he was weeping. And there was ministers and people. I don't know if they were senators.
Look, okay, maybe he's a charlatan or a snake oil salesman, right? Maybe, just maybe. I don't know, right? I don't know. But this is what I will tell you. This is what I will tell you. Okay? Listen up. Listen up. He said this shit March 14th, 2024. That assassination attempt happened July of 2024. He was spot on what he said before it happened. A bullet whizzing by his ear that close. Trump hitting the ground. He was spot on with that shit. So now this guy, this guy's saying that Donnie T, there may be another attempt on his life, a massive attempt on his life. A massive attempt on his life, okay? Let me see. Check it this. Pastor who predicts Trump's assassination bid now warns of a doomsday event in a YouTube video dated March 14th, blah, 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 right? He said that a bullet would whiz past his ear. So now he's saying that we're going to have some shit on a whole nother level where it's going to be like a mass, not only Trump, but a mass casualty event, right? Now, I took this with a grain of salt. I take this with a grain of salt, right? I take this shit with a grain of salt. But then I see this shit. All right. Now, what did I tell you guys about Sean Ryan? What did I tell you guys about Sean Ryan? Anybody? Anybody? I say that Sean Ryan is one of the new versions of Operation Mockingbird. I've told you that. I think that Sean Ryan and the motherfucker with the hair, they're the new, like, Operation Mockingbird. Like, they're supposed to tell you what the fuck is going to happen. They're acting like they're being truthers, right? They're acting like they're being truthers and all this other stuff, and that they're putting out the secrets of the deep state, even though they work for the deep state. Check this shit out. Check this shit out.
Al-Qaeda, these terrorist organizations, the Islamic Army is predicting 50 to 60,000 casualties within the United States alone. We talk about 9/11 was a $500,000 budget. Mm-hmm. Now we're sending $40 to $87 million. You know, what is there any? Through your network, have you heard anything about 50 to 60,000 casualties?
I mean, if you see that it's going to, I mean, they are talking about mass casualties. Mm-hmm. Okay, that was mentioned several times, and it's really not about to show off. Okay, I mean, if you see the 9/11 attack, it was all about destroying symbols, and I'm really not about numbers. I mean, 3,000 people died. Now it's all about mass slaughter. And because that's going to paralyze the entire nation. Mm-hmm. And it's not just about the casualties. Just imagine that services will be shut down. Hospitals will be overwhelmed, taking care of casualties still. I'm not even talking about economic impacts. I mean, if it's happening just at the same time in several big American cities, airlines, they will be stopped for sure, standard operation procedure. So the economic impact of this and the chaos what it's bringing within.
The hospitals will be overflowed. Mm-hmm. The first responders, being the police, that will be completely taxed. Mm-hmm. There won't be enough of them.
Okay. Y'all get where I'm going at now? Y'all get where I'm going with this now? So you got this pastor who accurately saw the first assassination attempt, or had a vision of the first assassination attempt accurately of Donald Trump. Described that shit to a T. Now he's warning of another mass casualty event and trying to take Trump out. Then I see this shit today that pop up across my damn timeline on the Sean Ryan show of some lady that he interviewed named Jane Doe. Like I said, they all work for the agency. They're supposed to give us this information as if they're trying to be truthers and all this other shit. They got to telegraph their punches, right? They're warning of a mass casualty event. 60,000 plus people dying or injured. I'm not going to the inauguration, y'all. I'm not going. I'm sorry, guys. I can't do it. I can't do it. The grift is not worth it. Right? The grift is not worth it. That's the question, right? That's the $1 million question, Jay. That's the $1 million question, Jay. Where the event at? Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know what the fuck is supposed to go on. I don't know when it's supposed to happen. All I know is I ain't gonna be there when that shit go down. I'm not gonna be there when that shit hit the fan, bro. It's just not happening, Alvin. It's not happening. I made up. I'm not going. I made up my mind. That's too much writing on the wall. Okay, right. That's a lot of writing on that wall right there. You know what I mean? I don't find it a coincidence that shit just aligns like that. And we already know he had that lady Sarah Adams on his show, and she was talking about terrorism. And then poof, pow, surprise, January 1st, we got the Bourbon Street situation, and we got the Tesla situation. I don't trust it. I don't trust it. Exactly. That shit is uncanny, bro. Yo, I can't do it, yo. So I'm not going. Like, the grift ain't worth that much. The grift is not worth that much. I'm gonna see if I can't find the video of the guy when what's the name? Let me see. That shit is fucking. It's eerie, right? It's eerie. You got some people like, it's like, oh, it's a coincidence and da 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 da. It's like, okay, if you say so. If you say so. No, it's not a coincidence. What is this? Is there a video of this nigga? Is it? Anyway, so I'm gonna read this to you. Let's check this out. Daniel Biggs, Oklahoma pastor, self-proclaimed prophet who said that he did accurately predict the shit, right? We heard it from his mouth, right? Let me see something. It was somewhere he was saying he saw, I gotta find that video, but it was a video where he said that he saw, I know exactly where to go get it at. It's a video where he said that he saw in a vision a bunch of silos, a bunch of farm equipment, and that whoever was going to pull this shit off went and got a bunch of fertilizer. They went and got a bunch of fertilizer to pull this shit off. Let's do that. So let me see. Is this it right here? Yeah, this is it right here. Bear with me, people. Bear with me. Where is it at? Is this it? There you go. Shout out to the redacted, y'all. Shout out to the redacted. Check this shit out.
I record it. I could see, and it was the vision was putting all out in front of me, and I saw farming equipment. I saw massive farming equipment that was, it looked like on the East Coast, this farming equipment was. and there were silos. And the Lord said, I want you to focus on fertilizer. And all of a sudden, it was like everything was coming at me very fast. And I could see these men buying lots of fertilizer since this summer over the course of quite a while. It looked like I could see. So you're not able to see the vision. So I have to describe what I saw. I forget, y'all. So bear with me. I saw trees. I saw leaves on the trees. I saw the summer grass growing. It was hot outside. And I saw these men collecting fertilizer through different places so that they would not be detected. Okay? It was like different locations buying fertilizer in bulk as much as they could without drawing suspicion. That's the way I would say it.
He might be a whack job, Rudy. However, he 1000% accurately predicted the first assassination attempt months before it was pulled off. So is he a whack job? He might be. But is he an accurate whack job? That's the question. Is he putting marbles in his ass? Was he putting marbles in his ass? He might be. Pause. But he's inaccurate. He's accurate. Josh King said he a fed. He might be. He might be again. Just like I said with Sean Ryan and them. They're controlled opposition. They're supposed to give you enough information for you to figure this shit out, because that's what these people have to do before they do the heinous shit that they do. They gotta kind of give you what they would call a fighting chance. Like, all right, give them a little bit of information so they can figure this shit out for themselves. They don't figure that shit out for themselves, and shit go down the way it go down. So, I'm just letting you know. I don't know. So, you got that, right? On top of the shit you hearing on Sean Ryan's show with the lady Jane Doe. And I think, like I said, the Sean Ryan show, they're supposed to put out a certain amount of information for you. So you got this guy talking about some mass casualty event in trying to take out Trump using fucking fertilizer bombs like this fucking Oklahoma City bombing. Then you got the Sean Ryan show talking about there could be an event, or there's a talks of an event that could be between 10 and 60,000 people casualties. We like, where would that be? Where would Trump be where 60,000 people or more? His fucking inauguration. He ain't having no more fucking rallies. His inauguration is where there's going to be the most people again. So, I don't know. These motherfuckers could be crazy. They could be making this shit up. I don't know. All I know is my black ass ain't going down there. My black ass ain't going down there. I'll watch that shit from my computer. You know what I mean? Protocol, y'all stay safe out there. Lauren, if you in the chat, you stay safe. So, I'm just saying. You're right. The Bible does say live without fear. But it also says, you know, Lord gives you discernment. And I'm going to use my discernment and say maybe it's not a good idea. Maybe it's not a good idea to go. You know what I mean? I'm just not. Excuse me. Ain't happening. Whoever's going down there, y'all be safe. Maybe I hit you on the show and you get some footage for me, but I ain't taking my black ass down there. It ain't happening. Sorry. I'm not going to be down that bitch fucked up in the game. You know. Sorry. Also, it's going to be cold as shit. All right, it's going to be colder than the mug out here. I had to clip this from earlier today. Check this shit out.
Yo, they talking about a polar vortex up this bitch, bro. They talking about some polar vortex. They saying it's going to feel like it's like -10 and some mo. I ain't ready for that. I said if the fucking danger in the capital would potential danger in the Capitol don't happen. That cold gonna keep my black ass away. Hit negative 30? What the fuck? Listen, negative 30 ain't shit moving at negative 30. I don't think I've ever experienced negative nothing temperatures in my whole life. I don't think I've experienced negative nothing. I don't even know if motherfuckers' cars are gonna start in negative 30-degree weather. I don't know. It might be too cold for terrorism. It might be too cold for terrorism. There's something bad that's supposed to happen on Monday during the inauguration. It might be too cold. They might be like, fuck that shit. I'm gonna have to go get my 72 version next week. It's cold outside. Yo said the false flag will fucking freeze up. Oh man, that false flag ain't moving. Sorry. They're gonna call in sick. Like, damn, like, Jihad don't got no snow days. I might have to take sick leave on this job.
Niggas need to relax and take no.
So like I said, so if the terrorism happen, that fucking cold gonna keep my ass in the house. What's up, Jonah? Jonah in the building says, "LO, name me a single mass casualty event that has hit mid four figures." I don't know, 9/11. 9/11. Just saying. I don't know. Look, that shit ain't serendipitous, okay? I think that shit. I think those messages were made to be put out there to kind of give you, you know what I mean, some kind of warning as to what's to come, right? Will it happen? I don't know. But I ain't willing to take a chance on that shit. I ain't trying to go down that bitch and I hear I'm proud to be in a boom. And next thing I'm waking up in the hospital with a fucking foot missing. I'm just saying. You know. But anyway. Yeah. I'll watch this shit from the comfort of my computer. Oh my goodness gracious. Anyway. So your boy Joe Nicholslick, he gives his farewell address last night. And as you can expect, it is just filled with a bunch of lies and exaggerations. One of the things that I took away from his farewell address wasn't the fact that he was trying to lie about the economy and his jobs record, right? Because that shit was wild. I'm like, I don't know where he getting his numbers from. Not the fact that it looked like it was pre-recorded and that he didn't do that shit live. By the way, thank you, Sleepy Hotep, for 2 subscriptions. I appreciate you, man. Sleepy Hotep ain't no fucking taker. I appreciate you. It was the shit he said about Israel. That he was the one, his administration was the one that facilitated the ceasefire. He was the one that facilitated the ceasefire. And I'm just sitting there like, shit. No, it didn't. We all know what happened. They was like, Omar coming. Anybody else find it a coinky-dink that they decided to do this ceasefire a few days before Donald J. Trump gets in office? Because Donald J. Trump put them on notice. Donnie T put them on notice. He said, what? Y'all better figure this shit out before I get in office or it's going to be trouble. And they tried to drag it out, hoping that somebody would give up. But guess what? They was like, fuck. This nigga get in office on Monday. We need to go ahead and squash this shit. And we know it wasn't Joe Nicholslick that did the shit. Because you had Bibi Netanyahu coming through here talking before it was putting this shit on. It was live. Putting this shit on live on the internet and all that other stuff. Fox News, CNN all covering this shit. Here he come. He's saber rattling like he's fucking Winston Churchill talking to our Congress and in the world, basically saying, I ain't backing down for shit. I'm not stopping until Hamas is eradicated. He talking about it's scorched earth out this bitch. Knuck if you buck. the whole time this shit been going on. So it wasn't Joe Nickel slick, because neither one of those leaders gave a fuck about what he thought. Until Donnie T was like, yo, looked at his clock, said, yeah, I get it on the 20th. And we ain't about to be doing this back and forth when I get in. I got shit to do. If y'all don't figure this shit out, I'm gonna figure it out for you. I'm gonna figure it out for you. And now we got ceasefire talks. They done fucking drafted up some shit, and allegedly they gonna sign this shit. It's like the Abraham Accords all over again. It's like the Abraham Accords all over again. So now we looking at maybe a semblance of a little bit of peace in the Middle East. We'll see how that shit go. But as of right now, this ceasefire is not on Joe Nickel slick and his administration's fucking permanent record. That ain't it just ain't it. It just ain't it. The other thing that he said that kind of tickled my fancy is that he tried to warn us like he was the Dwight D. Eisenhower, warning about the military-industrial complex, about oligarchs out for power. And I'm like, you got some nerve, nigga. You got some nerve. Talking about oligarchs and all this other shit. You got some nerve, sir. Last I checked, you gave your son like blanket fucking immunity with the pardon you gave him. Last I checked, your family was the crime family out here telling world leaders and prosecutors they only got a certain amount of you got 6 hours. If you don't fire the prosecutor that's looking into my son and his company, you ain't getting your money. That same guy. Same guy. The same guy that was 10% for the big guy who got his kickbacks through his son, treating his son like a shell company. One of the richest families in the United States is the Bidens. But he want to warn us about oligarchs out here. Try to rule the United States. They had a fucking bat phone, okay? They had a bat phone to fucking Facebook and Twitter. They controlled that shit during the election season in 2020. But he want to warn us about the oligarchs in the United States that mean to do us harm. Nickel Slick, you are the oligarchs. And you got some dumbasses like, oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. Like, y'all some retarded motherfuckers. He's sitting here trying to save face for an abhorrent presidential administration. He gonna go down as one of the worst presidents in history, right just ahead of Jimmy Carter. He trying to save face like he was one of the greatest presidents to ever do it. I thought that shit was hilarious, man. I thought that shit was hilarious. And anybody that watched that 11-minute fucking nonsense, I guess is the word I'm looking for, just 11 minutes of just nonsense. And you thought that he had a point or something like that? I'm sorry. You need to go to where the dodo just like him. Now Joe Biden gonna sail off into the sunset. He gonna sail off to the sunset. He gonna put his ass in a nursing home with ice cream and a rocking chair with a good Afghan, where he could tell the stories, regale you of the stories of Uncle Bozy, who was eaten by cannibals in World War II. Oh man, this shit is fucking hilarious. That shit is fucking hilarious, man. It's all theater. It's all theater, guys. What'd you say, Jonah? Cannon he is exactly like the Dwight D. Eisenhower orchestrated. Why is this shit always fucking up? See, this is why I don't be trying to update shit, because then this shit happens. There we go. Exactly like the Dwight D. Eisenhower, who orchestrated the military-industrial complex and then acted like he was outfoxed by its creation. Oh, Jonah, you know how to fuck up a joke. But yeah, Jonah's right, though. Jonah's 100% right on that. He's right. Old Dwight Eisenhower, boy. Old Dwight Eisenhower. He wasn't the great guy everybody think he was. However, he did give us fair warning about that military-industrial complex. Ben and Jerry's gonna have a new flavor called Nickel Slick. Ugh. What do you think? What do you think if Ben and Jerry's made an ice cream for Joe Biden? What do you think this ice cream would? What would be in it? Fucking Good and Plenty. It'd be like vanilla ice cream with Good and Plenty in that shit. Yuck. Licorice. Fucking Werther's Originals or something like that. What would be in that ice cream? Joe Biden is the Doc Rivers of president. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Ugh. That's just disgusting. I couldn't even imagine what kind of ice cream they give them. Chocolate and Haribo gummies. Ugh. Can't do that. Like the chocolate would just like harden the gummy bears, and then you start to bite into the gummy bears. Now your fillings is coming out and shit. Halls. Hey, ooh, could you imagine that? Fucking rum raisin with Halls in it. Oh shit. Nickel Slick. What would they call that shit? What would be the name Ben and Jerry's would give it realistically? Yeah, put fucking rum raisin ice cream with Halls in it. Oh man. I tell you. Man, listen. Season 4 of America is off to a fucking crazy start. Right? And we ain't even got to the fucking episode 1 yet. We still in like, you know how like you watch a TV show and it's got like the little bit of the show before the fucking intro plays. That's where we at right now. The inauguration gonna start the first episode of the season. Not Halls, but Ricola. Vanilla with chocolate streaks called skid marks at the Vatican. Oh my god, that sounds like an episode of season 4 or something like that. Ben Gay and Tiger Bomb. Man, I don't know. We got the inauguration coming up. We got Joe Nicholson stepping down. We got Obama and Trump looking as if they're chummy at Jimmy Carter's funeral. I don't think they was being chummy though. Saltwater Chaffee. 10% for the big guy is a wild name for ice cream. Yeah, that'd be funny. But I don't think they was being chummy at the funeral, yo. You know, like you saw Obama look like he's laughing and Trump look like he's just throwing a zinger. I think they was talking shit to each other and they was trying to save face. Like you can't let the other guy see you sweating. You can't let everybody see you sweat either, right? So what I think was happening is Trump came in that bitch and was like, "What's up, you whore?" And Obama was like, "Oh, word. That's all right, bitch. We gonna get you." And you know, and Trump was talking about I won, and Obama, you know, he's sitting there smiling and shit, but under his breath, like, you know what I mean? You gonna get yourself got. And that was what they was like. Guaranteed, they was probably going back and forth. They wasn't joking. They wasn't being all chummy. They was fucking firing shots across the bow to see who was going to fucking flinch. That's what I think happened. Barry was just smiling with his back to you. I think Trump asked for Rock how about the guy Tucker had on this show that gave him the Orlando Brown in the limo. Maybe. How's your friend? I forgot his name. How's your friend? How's your crack friend? Man. That's what it's called, the prologue. Thanks, Jonah. I guess in the TV show you still call it the prologue. We in the prologue. The fucking credits ain't even rolled yet for the beginning of the episode. Excuse me. Tired. Man, I don't know. This shit is great. This shit is crazy. This shit is fantastical. I don't even know what to think anymore, guys. Like, at every turn is some new shit. Right? I thought I had 2025 all figured out. Like, this is how this shit gonna go down. But every time I turn around, some crazy shit is just happening. Some crazy shit is it's just like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Where are the drones? Right? Where are the drones? Or the UFOs or whatever the fuck they was calling them. Where are those things at? Are they still around? Are they a thing anymore? I still be looking in the sky trying to see if I can catch me one. Goddamn Pokemon. Better yet, nobody's talking about the Tesla bomber no more. Nobody's talking about the shit on Bourbon Street anymore. Shit got real quiet like it's the calm before the storm. That's why I'm afraid that some shit gonna go down, yo. Allegedly, we had some here in Maryland. I thought I seen some. Excuse me. I thought I seen some, but when they got like green and red lights, I'm like, nah, that's some fucking FAA shit. There ain't no fucking drone. You know what I mean? But we ain't hear shit about this guy down in Bourbon Street. We ain't hear about the Tesla bomber like that. That shit is out of the media. Maybe some independent journalists are covering it, but that's about it. You know what they're on to? They're on to these wildfires in California. And Joe Nicholslick, like the crazy old man he is, this should be the Joe Nicholslick hour. Like the crazy old man he is, he sat there with his chest all puffed out and was proud of himself. That's why we worked at a breakneck pace to give everybody affected by the wildfire $770. And then looked around like why everybody, like when people started yelling, I'm just looking around like, why the fuck is everybody yelling at me? He like a scared old man at that point. Like, why is everybody yelling at me? I gave them $770. It's $20 more than we gave them in North Carolina. Crazy part is they still got to apply for that shit. They still got to apply for that $770. I don't know what that's going to buy them. I don't know what that's going to get them. I don't even know if you can get a hotel room for a couple of nights for no $700. The DEI, I can't even go with the DEI thing, yo, like, cause, you know, like Cam said, and we all know, and I said this the other night. They should have dealt with these forests and the forest floor and all that brush that's all over the floor. They should have dealt with that shit Arnold Schwarzenegger ago. That's how long that shit just been building up, ready to just fucking explode like it did. Right? So not only did they give them $770, like that's supposed to do something, and you still got to apply for that money. They turned around and gave another $1 billion to Ukraine. Yeah, you heard me right. They turned around and gave another $1 billion to Ukraine. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. So they got time and they got money and resources for everybody else. But they ain't got money for the American citizens. They ain't got money for the American citizens who, you know, need to be made whole again. Not everybody that lived on the coast was like wealthy. A lot of that wealth was their land. Now they don't got a window to piss in, a pot to piss in, or a window to throw it out of. They didn't have liquid money. They had an asset that was worth money. And now that asset went up in flames. These people don't have nowhere to live. They don't got nowhere to go. You're gonna have all of these fucking these developers coming in there offering pennies on the dollar for their land. And I feel bad about that. I feel bad for them. And the celebrities and all those people that was just their vacation home. They can rebuild. They can afford to wait 3 or 4 years for the permits to come back because that's not their primary residence. But the people, that's all they knew, they screwed. And $770 check is a slap in the face. I'd have slapped somebody in the face for them give me a fucking $700 check. I just lost everything. And you think that a fucking $700 check's going to help me? But you can send $1 billion to the Ukraine though. And if that don't sting, you got your boy, what's his name? What's that dickhead name? Gavin Newsom. You got Gavin Newsom. This guy. The benevolent, I guess I should say malevolent leader of California. Him and his fucking lackeys and flunkies and all those other politicians in California. You know what they passed? You know what bill they passed? They passed a $50 million bill to quote unquote Trump-proof California. They passed a $50 million bill to Trump-proof California. Again, let that sink in. And what they mean by Trump-proof California, they want to push back on Trump about illegal immigration. So they want to spend $50 million on people that don't belong here. People that don't belong in this country. They want to spend $50 million as a gotcha to Trump. Meanwhile, they got 85 trucks just sitting in a fucking yard because they don't work. They got a reservoir that's supposed to be filled with water, not filled with water. They cut the fire department's budget by $17 million because the state's broke, but they found $50 million to fight to defy Trump. I wanted y'all to see this too. All right, I'm gonna show y'all this real quick. Where's it at? Really? Here we go. So check this out, okay?
This wild and crazy shit.
And let me address this real quick, okay? Because I railed against TikTok, okay? I railed against TikTok, and I will not be joining Red Note. We're gonna talk about Red Note in a minute. But TikTok got some templates that's free, and I don't be wanting to pay for CapCut, okay? So I use TikTok's free template, but in order for I gotta fucking post it on TikTok, and then I can use it everywhere else, right? Anyway, so just to get that fucking shit out the way, I make this video. I want you to listen to it, all right?
Y'all see this wild and crazy shit? Gavin Newsom and California Democrats reach a $50 million deal to Trump-proof the state. What'd I tell you? They don't care about you or your livelihoods. instead of fireproofing California, they'd rather spend $50 million on making sure illegal immigrants don't get deported. Never mind taking that $50 million and making sure you got the proper resources to fight these fires, making sure you got adequate firefighters and personnel to fight these fires. They got 80 fire trucks out of commission due to maintenance issues. But they're not going to spend money on that. They're not going to spend $50 million on fire mitigation and land management. That's too much like right. They want to make sure they keep their new voter base comfortable and in place for the next election. Gavin Newsom, Karen Bass, and all these other political crooks need to be ousted immediately. I swear, Californians, I hope you learned your lesson. But Hotep's been told you. Don't spend that $770 all in one place. Anyway, it's Canon Hotep. Like and subscribe for more. Y'all see this?
And like I told you, I'm gonna show y'all this, right? This is why. Boom. Let's say I want to promote this video, right? I'm still waiting on my appeal to come back because they banned me for 10 years from promoting any videos, and they won't push them. So TikTok and kiss my ass. This? But anyway, so let's get to this. So I want you to look at these comments, okay? Look at the comments. I want you to read them. So this, whoever the fuck this guy is, talk about how Mexico sent their best firefighters to the U.S. to help the very hand that wants Mexicans out. Talk about that instead. Okay? Right? Here we go. They wouldn't even buy helicopters to help put out the fires 20 years ago. Hold on. Is it? Maybe is this the right one? Hold on. This ain't it. Hold on. How many videos I got? Did I post this twice? Might have posted shit twice. Hold on. I did post it twice. Here we go. Look at these fucking comments right here. Here it is right here. So you saw the other one. Trump policies will cause unlawful deportation lawsuits when they target U.S. citizens and deport them just because they don't have documents on hand. Okay? Why? Because Trump didn't get a cut of California's rebuilding back. WF, the global plan, is Satan's, and you got this person here, a queen, heroin, TikTok, or whatever. Nope. These people are the reason.
Yo, they talking about a polar.
These people are the reason why California is the way it is. These people right here are the reason why California is the way it is. Right? In that video, I said that they're taking the taxpayers' money from California, and instead of helping the citizens of California with that tax money that they fucking snatch from you guys, because it's an exorbitant amount of money that they charge in taxes on everything in California. But instead of taking the tax dollars to help the American citizens that are in dire straits due to these fires, what do? They put it toward helping illegal immigrants fight back at Donald Trump. And I point that out, that is gross negligence and a mismanagement of funds. And what did these dummies say? They start taking up for Gavin Newsom and the illegals. This shit is crazy. They don't even want to call out the administration on this. Gavin Newsom need to step down. He need to be fired. All of them. They tried to recall him one time, and somehow he's still there. Somehow he's still there. People like that and that ass backwards thinking is the reason why California is in the position it's in. They're the reason why we're going to see the biggest land grab you've ever seen. Make no mistake about it. Like I just said, them people who don't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out, or these people who don't have, liquidity like these other people do that can probably afford to wait it out and rebuild, right? The people whose assets and wealth are their land. Those people are about to be ass out. You got to have BlackRock and all these other companies come in and buy their land up for fucking peanuts. All by design. Like I said, this is super funds for California. It behooves them not to do a thing about these forest fires because it's money for them. They have a forest fire. The federal government gives them money. They pocket the money or give it to their friends, and then they have another fire again to get more money when they run out of money. But why not kill two birds with one stone? Let's get some money from the government and let's get this land so we can develop this shit on the coast. They don't want them people living on the fucking coast. That's prime real estate. That's prime real estate. All this shit in California be planned out. Whether that fire got started by somebody or somebody got paid to start that fire or that shit naturally started or some mishap, they took full advantage of that. They took full advantage of that. And these people going to pay for it. But like I said, these dickheads in the comments, they siding with the fucking illegals. The funny part is I ain't say nothing bad about the people that's here legally. I ain't say nothing about the fucking firefighters that came to help us fight these fires. More power to them. We appreciate it. Problem is the illegal ones. But even they don't find an issue with the illegal ones. They rather see these people's houses burn, their people's livelihoods burn, these people's assets burn, than to give them money to fucking help them be made whole again. I would hope they would buy the Counts JR, but I don't know. All I know is, like, I hope y'all learned your lesson, California. I hope you guys learned your lesson. I hope that you guys fucking be more attentive to your politicians and who's running for office and what they can offer you other than identity politics. Because you know what? That identity politics ain't going to keep you safe. They ain't going to keep no food on the fucking table. All identity politics is just empty promises that they don't have to keep. Anyway. I just feel bad for them people. You know what I mean? But they voted the way they vote. They voted for these people. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, think about it, right? What the fuck did Gavin Newsom or any of them people run on of substance that would even make it tempting for them to be, for people to vote for them? Make it enticing for people to vote for them. Like, what the fuck? Like, what did he say? Like, somebody got to tell me that. He promised fucking chocolate milk at all of the fucking water fountains. I don't know. Iron Man says, I live in California, has not learned his lesson. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that was probably stupid. Like, they could have found a better candidate than Larry Elder. Larry Elder, he got, I like his little talk show that he do and stuff like that. And he has his, his moments, but not only did them putting Larry Elder as their candidate, is the people that was running his campaign that really fucked it up. Really fucked it up. But I digress. California, I hope you learned your lesson, man. You know what I mean? If you study long, you study wrong. Stop voting for people because they make you feel good. Stop voting for people because they, stop voting on abortion rights. Stop voting on fucking, my son played with a Barbie once, so maybe he wants to stop voting for dumb shit like that and vote for shit that's going to keep you and your family prosperous and safe. California is is in shambles. It's in shambles because the people that you put in office have no plan. They don't know how to lead. They're not good leaders. You know what I mean? It's like letting the fucking town crazy run the fucking town. Anyway, let's move on. Red Note. Red Note. I heard the name Red Note and I'm sitting there thinking like that shit just sounds terrible. Red Note. Then immediately start thinking about the CCP. Oh man. I start thinking about the CCP. I'm like Red Note is fucking just a scam, insider trade. It just sounds crazy. But anyway, Red Note. Now, all these people who they call themselves TikTok refugees are running from TikTok to Red Note. So now that they're running from the United States wants to get rid of TikTok because they say TikTok's stealing United States citizens' information, and they're spying on the United States citizens. And my reaction to that is so is America. So is Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. They all doing the same shit. They're all doing the same thing. What makes TikTok so different? Why? Because it's a foreign app. Anyway, I told y'all why I don't like TikTok. Gave me fucking 10 years. What the fuck? Anyway. So now people run into this shit called Red Note. Now, Red Note, I guess it's supposed to be this, I don't know, I guess an alternative that's actually run by the CCP. So allegedly, TikTok is not a CCP app. I don't know. But this app definitely is a CCP app. The funny part is that allegedly, the fucking app isn't even in English. And people are signing terms of service and all this other stuff in like Mandarin or whatever language it is, just so they could be on this new app. Just blindly doing this crazy shit. Then you got these videos that are being reposted on other platforms of people that's allegedly on Red Note talking about, oh, China's not so bad. Look, I was watching this video and China has $50 for ambulance rides. Look, China can afford food. And so I'm watching them and I'm like, yo, all these people on these videos gotta be agents. They gotta be agents. But you got people falling for this shit. They like, yeah, look, China's the place to be. That shit is social engineering at its finest. It is all by design. And then you got to sit here and you got to check people like, yo, do y'all not remember when that country was welding people in their houses during the Cove base? Y'all remember that? They was welding motherfuckers in the house. They was kidnapping people off the street who was talking bad or trying to report on what was really going on in that fucking country. We forgot about the little sweatshops and shit. Red Note is a propaganda app for the CCP. Red Note is a propaganda app for the CCP. All them videos that you see of them trying to paint China in a positive light. And I'm not saying China's a bad country, like as far as like living wise, I don't know, because I don't fucking live there. But what I will say is these overwhelming videos of, oh, this is what China really like mother, y'all going to base, like, it's all a sham. It's all a sham, and I encourage all you guys to not sign up for that app. Do not sign up for that app. Now, whether it steals your information and all that shit, that remains to be seen. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. But I'll tell you this. It is 1,000% a propaganda app, a means of propaganda for the CCP. But people, their memories are just like tapioca. It's almost like Joe Nicholslick. They forget about all the hating and shit, even in recent history, that China's done to its citizens. Never mind, like, you know, Mao's fucking China and all this other shit. It's all just recently. But they want you to paint. They want to paint China in such a perfect light. You know why? Because they want you to like your new overlords. They want you to like your new overlords. That's what it is. They want you to like your new overlords. And Mike got it right. Mike has it right. They're not. What the hell? I can do that? What the fuck is that? Anyway, Mike is right. They're banning TikTok because there's too much anti-Israel content on it. That's why. It's not because it's a Chinese app, because allegedly it's not even a Chinese app. Like two private citizens own it. I don't know if they're in America or what, but that's the interesting part about that. There's a lot of anti-Israel shit on there. They gotta get their shit out the paint. But I digress. But what I'll tell you is this, guys. Do not use that app. Do not sign up for that app. Don't pass go. Don't collect $200. There's no reason to even be on that app. If you really need that type of attention and you need people to look at you, then just fucking make an Instagram. Instagram got Reels. Instagram got Instagram Live. You don't need TikTok to do that shit. But I got a feeling that Donnie T probably gonna save TikTok. Now, HJ had reported that Kick was trying to buy TikTok. I don't know what type of money Kick got. I don't know if Kick got that type of revenue. I'm assuming maybe they do to buy TikTok. That'd be interesting to see if that goes through. Question is if they buy TikTok, could they get it reinstated? Which I guess is the case. But the other thing is, does Donald Trump come in office and reinstate TikTok or remove the TikTok ban? That's my question. That's my question. What y'all think? Y'all think Trump gonna come back in here and reinstate TikTok? See, in my opinion, TikTok can kiss a bag of dicks. Going to suspend. I don't even know what I'm suspended over. They won't tell me. But that's my personal grudge with it. But what I'll tell you is that this ban with TikTok, or this potential ban with TikTok, because it's supposed to go into effect Sunday, it shows you how much attention people need. It shows you how much of a dopamine drip people need. They need to be validated. Facebook was supposed to be that, and then people just kept needing to be validated. Here come Instagram. Instant validation. Instant dopamine drip. Now people are afraid to lose that because, like I said, we went doom scrolling on. We should do that shit again. We went doom scrolling on TikTok. Let's go. Let's see what we're gonna do. Let's go to the Explorer. All right, let's go to Explorer and let's just see what we learn. Matter of fact, let's go to For You. This should be interesting.
Put your hands up. Put your hands up.
This is the shit we get.
Nigga, this is stick up. Keep your hands up. You got this all you got, nigga? You ain't got no money in these pockets?
Shopify gave me all the tools I needed to leave my 9-to-5 and become my own boss. This was awesome.
Day 20 of trying to reverse pre-diabetes lens.
Good morning, Mr. McLean. Sir, you're charged with interference with the duties of a
Did you know that our food system is basically designed to be wasteful? We grow so much food in the U.S. that goes to waste.
Okay, so this UFO just came out of the water, guys. I saw it on my fish finder.
Hey, young people, I want to let y'all know right now, we raising the retirement age from 65 to 70. So now you got to work from now until you 70 to afford a basic living.
Privileges that we had in America that we don't quite have in China. So first off, in America, we at least had the privilege of getting a credit check every time we wanted something of value, such as a car or even a simple apartment, versus in China or even Asia in general. All they want to know is if you can afford the rent. When we went
Unlike traditional limited internet providers, Ryoko offers a secure
Day trading is not as hard as you think.
If a man drank orange and lemon for 1 week, he would have bigger muscles and stronger bones.
Hey, this is the
Stop
shit we
eating
said.
these 3 foods every day if you have type
This
2
is it.
diabetes. My name is Charmaine, and
There we go. Let's go look at the live bullshit. Let's see what they got on live. Let's see.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Welcome in. Hey, Tina. Welcome in. I see you still hanging around, young boy. Welcome in. Thank you for loving the live.
Oh yeah, so what you're gonna see is a bunch of TikTok emojis and shit, and you're gonna see TikToks like stuff start jumping in from people's live chats into my fucking chat.
Ronnie. Welcome in, y'all.
The cream bowl.
Like, do you have plans on doing anything?
Yo, she look crazy. She look crazy as hell.
The mama in her face now.
But I digress.
If you best, you're welcome.
I like that. I still remember that game you were playing. It was really fun. Y'all show some love to my people in the chat. Ari, she's a really dope person.
One of
Don't even know why she crying.
I want to sign to a new agency in a different city. So that's a big goal of mine.
DJ Hub, what up though? Welcome to
Have you seen the pattern?
Over your head. Hello.
It's just a bunch of women looking for attention on
What
TikTok.
up, though? Norman Jackson.
That's
Bobby
all this
Shelton.
is.
Hi to everybody.
There's
sitting
a
here
bunch
watching
of
me, you
people,
guys.
and then look
yes,
at the
again,
simps
that is
in
my
the
Christmas tree
like.
in
You
the
can see the
background.
simps in
Good.
my
I saw
chat. I don't know why I don't even know how.
Thursdays up
I
till
usually
Martin
gotta
King Day.
like pop the chat out for that shit to pop in there, but this is ridiculous.
Oh yes, this weekend.
Oh my baby. Hey.
I didn't do anything crazy. I didn't pass out on live. Like, my phone died and I was able to go to bed still. But when I woke up this morning,
I got Nick again with the love. I got Queen Cathy's on the live. Queen Cathy hiding. Linda, Glassy.
It's like being at the fucking flea market.
Ramo, thank you.
But you look young. So I'll say eliminate.
Look at this.
So I know how old you are.
Date, mate, or eliminate.
All right, Ralph. Okay, Ralph. I know it's AI, but oh, Jen.
God. This is all it is. This is what TikTok has to offer people. There's a bunch of motherfuckers looking in the camera like old people do. This shit is just
Between
wild.
me and Deja, because we love each other. We're always gonna be sisters.
All right, that's enough of that shit. So I would be mad if TikTok went the way of the dodo. But the question is, who's going to take over for TikTok? My money's on. I would say my money's on Zuckerberg, but I don't know. Zuckerberg's making that complete 180, talking about he's going to be, more fair, especially when it comes to free speech and all this other shit. Oh man. No, like I said, don't go to Red Note. Don't go to Blue Sky. Just go if you need the attention, go to Instagram, please. I beg you guys. I'm mad that I got all these fucking TikTok chats in my goddamn going. What's the name? This is crazy. This is fucking crazy. Where's my Where's my YouTube chat at? Really? What? This makes no sense. So YouTube just like fucking killed my chat. What the what? How YouTube just gonna kill my chat like that? That's crazy. That is wild. How YouTube gonna kill my chat like that? This is nonsensical. Let me see if I can bring it back up. Give me a second, y'all. All right, do that. Let's just go ahead and just do the spoons to get rid of that. Oh, wrong one. There we go. What the fuck just happened? This shit hide my fucking chat. What the world? No, they didn't. They did not just do that. I don't want that. Yo, YouTube just hid my chat from me. That's wild. There we go. I'm mad I just had to do all that shit just to see my fucking chat. I know the chat's live, but YouTube was fucking with my my back end. Pause. YouTube was fucking with my my creator studio. So I couldn't see the chat. Like Jared Bell says, TikTok gets more numbers than IG does. Not no more. I think people gonna start migrating back over there. People that got sense, I wouldn't start fucking with this Blue Note app. But yeah, I'm trying to catch up on the chat. All right. Boomer night for Cannon. Yeah, it has been a boomer night for me. I tell you that much. Oh man. Anyway. So HJ and Unk had brought up Den of Thieves 2, and I still haven't seen that yet. First off, HJ talking about he gonna take me and Jay's grift, right? Me and Jay had Hotep movie reviews, okay? That shit was jumping, right? Ain't gonna lie, we ain't did a Hotep movie review in a minute. Jay, we gotta get back on Hotep movie reviews. But I haven't seen Den of Thieves 2 yet, so I want to try to see it tomorrow night, and then I want to do a movie review on it. So I'm gonna hit Jay up and see if he's seen it yet, or if he got like a torrent of it or something. Cause Jay be having everything. I don't know. Jay be seeing movies for movies fucking get out in the theater. You know what I mean? I think Rudy might got a point. I think Jay might be data. But I want to see Hotep movie reviews, and Hotep movies. I want to see Den of Thieves 2, and I'm hoping that it's just as good, if not better than the first one. I think the first one was really underrated, and a lot of people like I guess a lot of people didn't see it like they should have. But Den of Thieves 1, if you haven't seen it, is fucking classic. So I'm hoping Den of Thieves 2 is just as good, if not better. I hope they don't jump the shark with this shit, like doing some fucking Ocean's 11 type nonsense. I don't know, or some what's that movie? Not Taken. What's that shit called? The shit with Chris Brown in it, and they were like bank robbers. I forgot what that shit was called. I hope it ain't like that. You know what I mean? So we'll see. But anyway, that's all I got for you guys tonight. I'm tired, and I got a long day tomorrow. So I'm sorry for all the boomer tech moments tonight. You know, we'll be a lot better on Monday. You can catch me tomorrow, 9 o'clock a.m. I still don't know what I'm going to call that show. I guess we can call it the ride along for now. Or maybe we keep with the work grift. I don't know. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm exhausted. And I'm having a hard time keeping these eyes open. You know that I'm getting old, man. I'm 40 years old. I'm getting old, Joe. I'm getting old, man. Anyway. Until next time, it's Ken and Hotep saying be blessed, stay strapped, don't miss, and don't worry about tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow got enough problems of its own. Worry about today. I'll holler at you guys.
Don't relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes.